Should you save your money or should you invest it? This is the question we're going to be answering in today's video. Before I answer this question, the first thing you have to understand is the difference between saving and investing. So saving is mostly for short-term goals, while investing is for long-term goals. Like maybe you're saving for a trip, you are saving money to buy a gadget, maybe a laptop, a smartphone, or you are saving to buy a home. That is all about saving. When it comes to investing, is whereby you want your money to grow. This is where you're buying assets, like maybe starting up a business, buying stock, building rentals, something like that, diving into real estates, this is investing. So you have to know the difference. The moment you know the difference between saving and investing, then it's going to be easier for us to analyze everything when it comes to this topic. Emergency funds come first. So before you do anything when it comes to investing, you have to save money. You have to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of your living expenses, so that when a trouble hits you, financial emergency hits you so bad, you don't go back to your investments and start using the cash that you don't supposed to use. So always save enough so that before you start investing, this is going to give you the safety net of you not slowing down your progress when it comes to your investing strategies. So it's always a really good idea. I emphasize on this: save money first before you start investing, because guys, trust me, investment is going to be quite longer. It's going to take a while for the money to mature, for the money to grow. At the same time, you'll need cash. You'll need cash that is going to help you survive while you are busy working on your income streams. So that's why it's really important. Save fast so that you, at least when your business is slow, when things are going not the way you expect, at least you have somewhere where you can dip and take cash. You can use on your daily needs, you can use to sort out some financial emergency without you going back to your investments. Because if you go to your investments, this is likely going to slow down your progress when it comes to hitting your financial goals early enough. Saving is for a short-term goal, while investing is for a long-term goal. So I said that earlier. If you're someone you want to travel, maybe you want to take yourself to an amazing experience around the world, and you don't have enough money that is going to give you a go right away, the best thing for you to do is actually save some money. Saving the amount of money that you want is going to be easier, for you, instead of using your entire income on a single trip, which is going to keep you broke. Okay, and when we talk about investments, now this is the investing part. This is whereby it's a long-term goal. Maybe if you are investing in money, you're investing your money so that it can grow and eventually enable you to build wealth, grow businesses, grow empires. This is where your investment comes in. So they're different. Saving is for short-term goal, and investing is for a long-term goal. So if you want to start a business whereby you can generate money, you should always opt into investing. But if you know that you have short-term things that you want to take care of, you want to buy an expensive gaming laptop, in my case, maybe I have to save some money, not invest. I have to save some money so that I can buy the laptop that I want. So the moment you know the difference between these two, it's going to be easier for you to understand which one you prioritize first when it comes to the things that you want in life, because my needs are not your needs. We have differences. So if you're trying to buy something that you really need so fast, and you don't have the instant cash to buy that, and your income can't afford that, the best thing to do is to save money instead of buying it over installments or using credits, because this is going to leave you with debts, and we don't want debts. Debts are your enemy. You should always treat debts as your enemy, because these are going to slow down your financial progresses when it comes to what we are talking about here. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying that you should not save. Saving is really, really great, but we have a silent killer: inflation. Inflation is something that eats away the value of your income, the value of your currency that you're putting in your saving account. So if you only save without investing, guys, you are going at a loss. I agree with you that there's some interests, that add up to the amount of money that you save in your account, maybe 20%, maybe 10%. But to be honest, the amount of money that you're going to earn from your saving accounts with the interest are not going to be really that big. They won't make that a huge of a difference if you think about it. So inflation is your enemy, and it's the value of your money in your account. So the best thing for you to do is always keep that in mind. Don't ignore it, but keep it in mind so that you are consciously, so that you are carefully when it comes to how much money you are saving in your saving accounts, because this is our enemy. On the other hand, when it comes to investing, when you invest in your money keeps on growing. The money keeps on growing. It doesn't matter what happens outside there. If the inflation is affecting everything else, and you have invested heavily in something that brings you lots of cash, your wealth is going to keep on increasing compared to when you are just having a certain amount of money in your bank, in your savings account, and you don't do anything about it. You don't think of investing. You're just relying on the interests that you get from your savings account. This is actually killing you. This is actually killing your progress. Investing is really, really dope because it keeps growing your money. It beats the inflation because your money will keep on growing. While if you're saving, the inflation that we're talking about is going to eat the value of your money. When it comes to these two, between saving and investing, saving has a lower risk, while investing has a really huge risk. But between these two also, when you look at them, saving has a lower reward, while if you check at investing, it has really huge rewards, but the risk is higher. So you have to think about it. And in life, those who are not taking risks always remain stagnant. Okay, you're playing it safe, you're safe, your money is safe, but to be honest, you're not making any progress when it comes to your financial goals. So if you choose to invest your money is going to grow, but it's also a really of a risk. What happens when your entire business that you have invested thousands of dollars, burn to the ground? This is going to hurt you so bad. And what if the amount of money that you invested in that business grows exponentially? So it's going to help you. While if you save your money simply because you're afraid of risk, you're afraid of what if, the risk is lower, the returns are going also to be lower. But if you just take the courage and invest so much money into several businesses, the risks are really, really high, but the reward is also huge because your income is going to keep on growing and growing and growing. And this is what we want to see when it comes to our financial progress. So after all we have talked about here, what I can tell you is that don't wait to invest. Start investing early enough, because it's a matter of compounding. As you keep on investing, the more time your money is invested in a business, the more it's likely to grow. So start early enough if you want your funds to grow at a rate that you're going to be happy about. Actually, what I can tell you is that investing doesn't require lots of money. You can just start with the small amount of money that you have. Think of something that you can invest in. It can be a side hustle, it can be a business, it can be something that it can be stocks. Think of something that is going to help your money grow and invest right away, because waiting or telling yourself that you're waiting till you have an higher income for you to start investing, you're actually missing out. So saving and investing both have their disadvantages and advantages. When you look at them, there are some that are really, really scary. Like investing is a really scary thing, and it's a path that requires you to be courageous and take risk and not be afraid of anything. So you have to be courageous enough to throw in thousands of dollars in a business that you don't know its outcome. that's all about investing. When it comes to saving, you're actually playing it safe. You're putting your money somewhere, you know, so that it can help you when there's certain financial incidents that you need to fix, and that's it. But when we look at this both, saving and investing, to be honest guys, we need them both. Balance is the key. We are saving, you know, we are saving for stability. We're saving money for stability, so that when anything happens, you know, we have cash somewhere that we can take and use to fix our financial issues. And we are investing for growth. If you're someone who wants to grow his or her wealth, then investing is really something you should be focusing on. Anyway guys, we need both of this, saving and investing, if you want to hit your financial freedom early enough. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if this is the kind of content that you are interested to see in this YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one, and keep on saving and investing.